Yo, 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 welcome in, Mostly Hoops. Me and Dana alone today. White Boy Rick and Tate are in Miami. They drew the short straw.
Yeah.
Hey, we get to be the ones here in Chicago in beautiful 3-degree weather, and those unlucky bastards have to go watch the national championship in Miami, Dana.
Dude.
Those unlucky bastards.
As I was walking in the door today, I got this gust of wind that just hit my face, and it made me think I want to move to California.
That'll happen this time of year. That'll happen around here. First, before we dive into the basketball, I want to talk about Wayfair. The new year is here. Get back into an at-home routine you love and elevate your space with Wayfair. From bedding and mattresses to storage solutions for every room in the house, Wayfair is your one-stop shop. Refresh your living room with accent pillows, mirrors, and faux plants for way less. Wayfair's huge selection of home decor items makes it easy to find exactly what's right for you. Home decor for an all-around refresh, storage for every space, storing outdoor furniture, bathroom, getting organized, etc. Kitchen essentials for easy weeknight dinners. We just bought a little thing on Wayfair. We got a little situation. When you walk in my front door at my house, we need a little place to put the keys. You need a little place to put a little thing, but like we don't want to put them on a table and just kind of have like the junk on the table. So we've been trying for years and years to find the perfect thing to get. We bought something foolishly from one of those other places. The drawer like wouldn't open right. It was driving me crazy. Got on Wayfair a couple months ago, found a perfect piece for the perfect spot, bought it. It works flawlessly. It ties the room together. It's been incredible. It's changed my life. Just one little thing from Wayfair changed my life. Get organized, refreshed, and back on track this year. This new year for way less. Head to Wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. All right, college basketball. Now, the NFL playoffs were incredible this week.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Dana off air about the challenges of being a college basketball sicko when you also care about football. You know, like we're not John Rothstein types that just block out everything and lock in solely on college basketball. So this time of year gets confusing because the NFL playoffs are just dominating everything. But at the same time, there is interesting college basketball stuff, and I do want to talk about it. But first, our producer is a Buffalo Bills fan.
Mm-hmm.
And you were at the game.
I was at the game.
You were in Denver for the
Live Bet lads were there, and we went to the tailgate earlier or before the game, and the Bills fans were just so much more fun than the Broncos fans.
Why?
Broncos fans were super nice and welcoming, but no one was like going nuts. We went up to this little Bills tailgate. It's like the most fun I've ever had in my life.
Really?
So I was rooting for them, and it's just sad. I feel bad for Cody today.
Yeah, I feel bad
even though he
Cody
quit
too.
on Josh Allen in week 2.
You did quit on Josh Allen.
Week 1.
Brutal.
Was it week 1?
Yeah.
It was week 1. It was halftime of week 1. You quit on Josh Allen. You called him a check down merchant.
Bad start, but he bounced back, and it's sad. I hate to see how he looked after the post game, and now we just fired McDermott. Just all around bad. We got to build.
You're onto the Bandits, I see, with the hat.
Yeah, I got the Bandits hat on.
Were you did you post the like Brandon? I don't pay attention to Brandon's Twitter, but I see what we posted on Instagram, Cody. Brandon tweeted, "I feel cheated."
Yeah.
That was Ebo?
Yeah.
And then I saw the caption on the Mostly Sports Instagram was like the Bills were robbed, and I was like, that's a Cody joint. That has to be.
No, that was Evan.
That was Ebo.
Yeah.
How about that? Do you feel like the Bills were robbed?
I mean, they had the same catch yesterday with Devontae Adams in the Rams game. I think it's the same exact thing, and they called it the other way.
Do you feel bad that Sean McDermott stood up for the whole city of Buffalo, and he was ready to go to war for Buffalo, and then Buffalo fired him immediately?
I mean, he's always standing up for Buffalo.
He's like, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the fucking city of Buffalo. I would die for the city of Buffalo. And then the city of Buffalo was like, please leave.
Go away.
Please go away. All right.
What do you want to start with, Mark?
I want to start with the SEC. There were two big things of note I feel happened in the SEC. Number one was Kentucky coming back from down 17-18, something like that against Tennessee. Historic choke job from Tennessee.
Yeah.
A little scruffle after the game. But this is scuffle.
I think
Scruffle is Scruffle's your beard. Scuffle after the game. But the real story that I see to me was Florida-Vanderbilt. That was the game of the week. Was an incredible basketball game. I do think. I mean, I said going in, I thought these were the two best teams in the SEC, and I feel the exact same. I mean, Vanderbilt was undefeated, and they've now lost 2 in a row, and you know, it feels like a time where you might want to get off Vanderbilt a little bit, but I felt like that game. I was watching the two best teams in the SEC. It was back and forth. It was. It came down to the wire. I thought Florida's big man Chinyelu was dominant.
He's been really good lately.
He's been so good.
Really good.
And the guards are coming around, dude. Xavier Lee played the best game he's had at Florida. But here's the thing, Dana. He wasn't wearing his jersey.
Number 99.
And this kind of became a talking point. Todd Golden said as much after the game that he wants Xavier Lee to now wear number 99 moving forward.
Yep.
He said it with a smile and a laugh. But I also think he might have to wear number 99 moving forward.
First it was the haircut. And now it's the jerseys. I think Florida fans are starting to get very, very superstitious. The thing that I want to point out about this is just the fact that it's a long season, boys. It's a long season. I think at the beginning of the season we saw Florida not come out to the hot start that we thought they would, and now they're rounding to form a little bit. It's a reminder that SEC play just started, and Florida is looking solid. So when we get off to these non-conference games and all these tournaments and everything, and some of the teams don't play as well as we expect from the jump, it's like, okay, let's give these guys some time to mesh. I don't think Xavier, his last game he had 4 points, so he had a good game here. They need him to just be more consistent. But this is the Florida we've been waiting to see, and it's just a reminder, like I said, just it's a long season, man.
Yeah, he was never. He was bad. I was about to say he was never bad. He was bad, but it was mostly like shooting. It was you saw the vision in terms of like his confidence, which, you know, sometimes is a bad thing. Sometimes if a guy sucks and he's confident, you're like, please stop. Let's rein it in a little bit. But the opening night against Arizona, Xavier Lee got a shot blocked like 8 different times.
Yeah.
He was bricking wide open shots. But the thing I liked about him was he was bouncy. He was shifty as he would drive to the basket. He had immense amount of confidence, and as Florida's like early season was unraveling, it did feel like maybe he needs to dial back the confidence a little bit. But now that he's making shots, it's all coming together, and I feel like that's kind of was the story for him. It was just simply like he was not shooting the ball well, and now he is. And if he's going to play like this, look at this. In his regular jersey, 11 points per game, 24% from 3. There's one game in the 99 jersey. If you missed the story, so Florida basically, I don't know if it's the manager's fault. I don't know if it's the player's fault. I don't know if it might be the equipment guy's fault. But Florida basically just forgot like 3 jerseys, maybe more than that.
Boogie Fland was a different number.
Boogie Fland was wearing a walk-ons jersey.
Yep.
So Micah Hanlockton and Xavier Lee were both wearing the blood jerseys, I guess is what you would call them. The jerseys that they have in case someone's jersey gets blood all over it, then they'll.
I don't know how they had an extra jersey for the 7'9" guy.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Most teams always carry a couple jerseys just in case.
Was that him? No, that's
no. That's Olivier Roux.
Olivier
Roux.
I have a question. Have you ever seen a 7-point possession before?
Oh yeah, we got a 7-point possession. They're kind of.
Have you ever seen that?
I had never seen that. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy.
Shout out to Chin for hitting those 4. I'm calling him Chin now. For hitting those 4 free throws. That's clutch. He's really been coming on this season, and I think you saw it a little bit in the tournament last year, just the potential he had. But he's stringing together a lot of good games this year.
Defensive anchor, dude.
Yeah,
he's really
big boy.
But
big boy.
Boogie Fland, I'm pretty sure was wearing a walk-ons jersey because they have most teams. At least this is how it worked at Ohio State, and I assume that's what Florida dealt with. Is you pack like 1 extra jersey for guards, you pack 1 extra jersey for the big man, and then that's pretty much it. And then if shit pops off and like someone gets blood all over their jersey, you just swap the jerseys. If someone's jersey gets torn, you swap the jerseys. So they had 2 backups.
I was just looking.
But then Boogie Fland needed one as well.
Boogie Josephsburg. Boogie Josephburg.
They made one of the walk-ons take his jersey off and give it to Boogie Fland, which was like even funnier, somehow funnier than Xavier Lee wearing 99 with no name on the back. I thought that was funny. Boogie Fland just says Josephburg on the back.
Number 33 for a walk-on is pretty. That's a good number to get as a walk-on. What number were you?
34.
Oh, Paul Pierce.
One better, yeah.
Yeah, like Larry. I mean, 33. I feel like most of the good players would take that.
What would you do now that every number is available? I feel like I would have if I could do my career now and pick a number in the era of like 6 and 7 and 8 and 9s being available,
Yeah.
I feel like I would get disgusting. I wouldn't do 69, but I would do like
We haven't seen that yet.
I would do like Dennis Rodman on the Lakers with like 73.
I wonder
Just have like a disgusting number that's.
I wonder who's going to be bold enough to do 69.
Steven Izzo tried, and his dad wouldn't let him.
Really?
Yeah, he tried.
Was that your fault?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wasn't that you in the clip saying that?
What?
From like 2 years ago, you said he should wear that.
Oh yeah, I did. I think I suggested like once they announced that those numbers were available, I said Steven Izzo should wear 69, and then he tried, and his dad was like, "No."
My number has always been 3 because of Allen Iverson, so I don't think I would have changed from that. What about you?
Yeah.
You would have gone something absurd?
Yeah, I wore 34 my whole life, so like that's why. Actually, when I got to Ohio State and they put me on the team, I tried to wear 35 for my mom. That's what she wore in college as like a nod to her. Because I thought when I got added to the team, I thought it was going to be for one game.
Yeah.
So I was like, this would be a fun little nod to my mom. But 35 was retired, so then I was like, fuck it, I'll just go back to what I used to wear. But now I think, being the jackass that I am, I would have gone something crazy. I think Xavier Lee should stick with 99. Jokes aside, I think he should wear number 99. I think it fits. I love the idea as the game's unfolding and he has no name on the back of his jersey. I also love that. I want him to wear 99 and have no name on the back. There was something about it that was awesome and worked for me. So anyway, Florida.
SEC's heating up.
Aside from the jersey situation, Florida's really, really good, man. The big guys are becoming as good as we were hoping they would be. Alex Condon was supposed to be coming into the season their best player. I think Cody, look this up. Preseason, I don't know why. Preseason All-American teams. What team was Alex Condon on? He might have been first team All-American.
I believe you're right.
Maybe he was second team, but Alex Condon I think was like first team preseason All-American. And he's not. I mean,
third team.
He was third team, so I'm not right. But he was an All-American. He was on the All-American team.
It's okay.
And I think he might be their third best big man.
Yeah, Hauk is nice.
Hauk's their best player.
He's really good.
Chinyalu is coming around, but that's just like a luxury Florida has is they are loaded, and I thought coming in they would have the best front court in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Koa Pete just fucking dominated them in the first game. But now that you look back on it, Dana, Florida has 5 losses, I think. What are they, 13-5?
They're meshing. They're starting to mesh.
You know what their biggest loss was by like point-wise, like their biggest deficit, their biggest margin of defeat, I should say. 6 against Arizona the first game. They lost to Arizona by 6. They lost to TCU by 4. They lost to Duke by 1. They lost to UConn by 4, and they lost to Missouri by 2.
Yeah. Partial Greg.
Chomp chomp, motherfucker.
No, that's
anyway. Florida's rolling. I still really like Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt got dominated on the boards in this game. I think they still played well, but
they're legit.
You know, they've lost 2 in a row. They've come back down to earth a little bit, but I think they could still win the SEC. I think Vanderbilt is still a very, very good team. They just a little hiccup here.
You want to talk a little Mark Pope?
Yeah, man. This was the other game I felt that was those are the top 2 results, I guess, of Saturday. We're Florida Vanderbilt, but then Kentucky being down big for the second game in a row. This is how many times have they done this year though? I feel like this has happened a handful of times with Kentucky. But yeah, they're down a ton to LSU. They have to dig themselves out of the hole. The Christian Laettner miracle at the buzzer to beat LSU. And then they follow it up by looking like complete garbage in the first half against Tennessee. I mean, just they're down 17 at one point. They look as lifeless as you can possibly imagine. And Tennessee, I mean, credit to Kentucky for coming back, and they didn't really stop playing. Denzel Aberdeen was really, really good, especially in the second half. But I felt like the story was more Tennessee choked. I felt Tennessee's offense just completely disappeared. And people that don't like Rick Barnes and don't trust Rick Barnes in March, they were licking their lips watching this game. They were like, this is the Rick Barnes that I know and love when March rolls around. This is exactly what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee's offense just completely disappeared. it's been a problem throughout the season for them. I think Jacoby Gillespie's been awesome. Ament wasn't too bad in this game, but he's been kind of a disappointment for them. But their offense was just atrocious down the stretch. They just completely stopped playing, and I think they just kept looking up at the score and time and thinking, "Oh, we're good.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we're kind of letting them back in it, but we're up 7 with 4 minutes left. We're fine. Okay, we're still up 5 with a minute. We'll be fine. Oh fuck, we're up. That's all right. We're still up with the. You know, and they just kept doing that over and over, and then Kentucky takes the lead, and it just felt like the entire arena was shell shocked.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "Wait, how did that happen?" Yeah, so I mean, credit to Kentucky for never giving up. I do feel like Kentucky has kind of positioned themselves as the Chicago Bears of college basketball, that they're way too comfortable being down by a lot and just trusting that they're going to come back. But at the same time, that seems to be the formula that's working for them.
You want to hear a statistic I have for you?
Hit me with it.
This is via Reddit. Jack Danger, USPIS. Tennessee has won 100 of their last 102 games with a halftime lead at home. Both losses to Kentucky in the last 2 seasons.
Wow.
That's a great. That's a fun stat.
That's tough.
That sucks.
And Kentucky is I guess I need Big T to explain it to me. SEC rivalries are weird because I feel like SEC people just pretend like every school is their rival.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the biggest.
I think this is.
It's got to be, especially for basketball.
For basketball,
Kentucky,
I would say this is.
Yeah.
And I thought Tennessee was going to be way better this year. I thought Gillespie and Ament would be one of those duos that we're looking at. We're like, these guys are fucking nasty.
Yeah.
They've been disappointing for sure. And I think I said it preseason. I was like, this is going to be one of those teams that maybe makes it to the Sweet 16 and then just loses in classic Tennessee fashion. I don't even know if they're going to make it to the Sweet 16.
No, they don't. They don't feel like they're a Sweet 16 team right now.
But the SEC, it's kind of what I said, 10 minutes ago, that some of these teams, I don't know if this is the case with Kentucky, but some of these teams just need time to gel. Kentucky needed these 2 wins this week. This was the most important stretch of games, I think, for Mark Pope, and they won them both. So, yeah, maybe we look back in 3 weeks and we're like, okay, we overreacted a little bit when Kentucky went through that tough phase, but just give these teams time to gel, and if Kentucky continues to struggle against tougher opponents, then we'll have that conversation, but I don't know.
I think if Mark Pope makes the tournament, which they will, I think they're going to make the tournament. He's fine. But I was worried there for a second where I was like, oh shit, if Kentucky misses the tournament, he'd actually get fired.
Yep.
I think the Moreno shot saved his job maybe. Because that's a stinky loss. That would be a stinky loss to lose to LSU.
I see him as a 7 seed.
Yeah, but they still I still hate watching them.
I know.
I hate watching them.
I feel like they hate each other.
They do not fit together at all. There's no lineup that really works for me. But credit to them. They kept playing and they won another thriller. The Kerscuffle, the Kerscruffle, the Scruffle, Kerfluffle. I think I was going Kerfluffle. How do you say that word?
Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle.
Yeah, kerfuffle.
With scuffle is
with
what I
scruff,
did. I did scruffle, which is just like I think that's just like when you don't shave for a day or 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. I don't know. I thought it was. I thought it wasn't. Punches weren't really thrown. There's a Carey. You saw the clip of what he said.
Yeah.
Of what Owe said to Carey. Play the clip. I wanted to call attention to that part right there. So play it again.
It's gotta be the strongest man in America.
Just freeze it for a second. I'm fine with everything that went that's a devastating loss for Tennessee, and they're emotional. Like ideally, you're not pushing and shoving, but also if someone called me a fat ass after I choked an 18-point lead, I would be probably a little triggered,
Oh, dude.
So whatever. You probably shouldn't have shoved him. I think if Carey gets suspended a game or 2, that's. Actually, 2 would be too much. If he gets suspended a game, that's probably fine, I guess. But I was fine with all this. I'm not going to clutch my pearls over it. I just wanted to call attention to Mark Pope's strength.
I mean,
the dad strength on display.
It makes you realize how big he is.
Fucking insane. Play it again, Cody.
Strongest man in America.
Look at that. Look at that shit. That's insane.
Holy shit. I didn't realize how big he was.
That just looks like that's dad strength. That
Yeah.
looks like a dad pulling like 2 toddlers away. And just
Incredible.
the grip strength to just grab their jerseys and pull them away was incredible.
I don't know why I didn't realize how tall and strong he was.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Impressive shit.
Yeah. So yeah, the SEC is. I mean, what? Let me look at the standings. Let me get Florida's got to be the. Let me look at DraftKings actually.
Yeah.
Florida's got to be the favorite, obviously. Obviously. Right?
Yeah, and then, I mean, Georgia's creeping up a little bit.
Is it still? Hang on. What am I?
I want to talk about
what's
a
going on?
dog.
Let
The
me see.
dogs. There we go. Texas A&M, Florida. Nobody's
Yeah.
talking about Texas A&M.
Yeah, Texas A&M.
Nobody's talking about
Nobody's
them.
talking about Texas.
Not a single soul.
Including us.
Yeah, no.
Hold on. What am I looking for? Why is it not wait, are SEC odds not on here? Am I stupid? Am I a dumbass?
Reegs is saying Kentucky, but only the good things now when I tweeted out what teams to talk about. There you go, Reegs. I feel like that was a
Conference
good
winner. Here it is.
segment for
I
you
found it.
guys. I feel like we talked about the Cats in a positive manner for the last 5 minutes.
You ready for this? SEC regular season conference winner on DraftKings. Florida minus 200.
Wow.
Vanderbilt
See?
plus 500.
Everyone needs to chill out.
Alabama plus 700. And then Arkansas and then Georgia and A&M.
Everyone needs to chill out, man.
You start to get into the long shots. But DraftKings seem to suggest it's a 3-horse race. Florida-Vandy and Bama's lurking. But, yeah, Florida, big win at Vanderbilt. What else? UConn.
Mm-hmm.
UConn is winning basketball games. UConn beat Seton Hall in the Prudential Center, which we didn't talk about this on Friday. There was like witchcraft. Did you see that story? There's like a UConn fan. Try to find that, Cody. There was a UConn fan that consulted a witch because they've apparently had bad luck playing at Seton Hall, which I didn't know. I didn't know that was a thing, but they've apparently had bad luck playing at Seton Hall. Maybe it's like Dan Hurley is a Seton Hall guy and he takes it easy on his alma mater. My friend Greg has hired an Etsy witch to remove the curse at the Prudential Center. Yeah, and then this all went down. Some guy hired a witch off of Etsy to remove the curse from Prudential Center, and then they won, but it was a close game, and they didn't play particularly well against Seton Hall, but they still won.
I love college basketball fans.
They follow it up on Saturday playing Georgetown, who started out the season, by the way. Georgetown was looking like pretty good to start the season. They beat Clemson, I think.
Yep.
They had another good win, I want to say, but Georgetown kind of sucks now.
They're blessed to be 9-9 though.
And yeah, what a quote.
They're blessed.
And then UConn got into a battle with them. So, like, what do we make of UConn? Because they are winning these games. They are showing championship heart. They're showing moxie to close out these Big East teams. But also, you know, for a number 3 team in the country that has the championship DNA, you know, and this is supposed to be – last season was not good for UConn. I mean, it was they were preseason top 5. They kind of sucked. They almost salvaged it by beating Florida in the tournament, but it ended up being like a disappointing year. This was supposed to be a big bounce back season, and they are winning these games, Dana. But the offense doesn't look quite right. The pieces aren't fitting the way you're used to seeing from the 2 championship UConn teams, and yet when you look at like the landscape of the country, like UConn is obviously a national title contender.
Yeah, I think with a lot of these UConn teams, we see some ugly stretches of basketball. And then we look back when they're in the Final Four and like, okay, they just grinded out 4 weeks of ugly basketball games. So I'm not too worried about them. We were talking a little bit pre-show just about their offense not being exactly what we expected this year, but they're just grinding games out.
The defense is good.
Defense
for what
is
it's worth. Like,
fantastic.
the defense has been awesome.
But it's not real. The offense isn't really what we expected.
I feel like the offense problems are solo balls not shooting well, and he's kind of him and Caravan are the guys that are supposed to carry him on offense. But I think Braylon Mullins is the best player.
Yeah,
and they don't really want to. I don't know if it's like a slow play thing, and they're kind of figuring out their roles. I don't know. If it's an ego thing within the team, which I don't think it is, but I think UConn, by the time March rolls around, they're going to figure out that Braylon Mullins should be shooting more than anyone else on the team.
Mm-hmm.
He's their best offensive weapon they have, and I assume that they'll figure out some of the offensive problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not a bad team, but then they're in way too many close games for my liking right now. If that makes sense. They're kind of doing what Houston was doing a month ago,
right?
For you, they're doing that for me.
They're doing that.
I like them.
The ugly ball.
Which, by the way, Houston is
back.
Fucking rolling right now. Houston is very much back.
They're back. I think
whatever concerns you had about Houston, I think you could put those to the side.
We're gonna have to start talking about the Mostly Hoops curse, the cock curse, where we suck a team's cock and they do bad, but then when we trash a team, they do good.
When we ignore their cock.
There's something going on with that because Iowa State went down again. Short-lived number 2 in the country.
Yeah.
Lost to my Bearcats. Probably saved Wes Miller's job. But they have Arizona coming up this week, so I don't know. But I don't know if you were done with UConn, by the way. I'm sorry.
You hinted at the Ed Cooley quote. I wanted to talk about the 2 quotes. Number 1 from the coaches. Number 1 was Ed Cooley. His quote was this. Or do you have the clip, Cody? Do you just want to play the clip? Play the clip.
Happening than Georgetown losing a basketball game around the world, around our city, around our community. I'm not trying to deflect anything, but my appreciation and gratitude to have an attempt to coach these young men to be better at what we do is an unbelievable honor. Unbelievable honor. Yeah, we lost. Folks, wow, we're this, we're that. You know what we are? We're blessed. We're blessed to be 9-9. We're blessed to be 1-6.
What is he talking about? Is he talking about like in the world?
He's talking about in the world. He's
okay, yeah, you can say that about anything.
Like when you when
the Juggernauts lost, they're 0-5, but there's a lot worse going on.
With all the war and famine across the world, is losing to UConn by 2 points really the worst thing?
I'm gonna start using that in everything that
you should, dude. It's kind of genius. It's a great way to deflect criticism. Although he said he wasn't deflecting, right, Cody? Wasn't that the quote?
Yeah.
He said literally, "I'm not deflecting." So anyone that's accusing him of deflecting, you're wrong.
Don't say he's deflecting.
He said straight up, "I'm not deflecting."
I'm gonna start doing this with everyday conversations. Anytime someone's mad at me,
Juggernauts lose on Wednesday. Just be like, "Hey, listen, man. I think when you look at the state of the world,
have you seen the global warming statistics? It's fucking crazy, man.
I think some of the unrest across this globe." I think that takes precedence over a measly basketball game.
Have you seen the ice caps?
They are blessed to be 9-9, blessed to be 1-6 in the league. It could be a lot worse. Am I wrong? Am I misremembering Georgetown's start?
They had a couple good wins.
I want to say at the start of the year when we were saying the Big East looks like it's going to suck because St. John's kind of stumbled out of the gate. We were like, damn, is Georgetown maybe going to make a play at being the? Yeah, they beat Clemson. November 15th, they beat a decent Clemson team.
Yep.
That was really their only good win, though. They beat Maryland. That was we didn't realize at the time that Maryland is complete dog shit, and they beat Maryland at Maryland. Yeah.
No, they're not good.
And then the wheels have kind of fallen off since then.
1-6 in the league, blessed.
And then the other thing was Dan Hurley. Talking about his chair at the press conference was funny. That got me.
Yeah, just ultimately, I think we just coming in 6 games in 13 days, 6 Big East games. Is this like a kid's chair? I feel like I don't need to be in like a Phil Jackson chair, but like what the fuck? That's right.
Love it. You need a comfortable chair.
I feel that way about this table, by the way, Cody.
Yeah, can we get some Wayfair?
Can
we get some Wayfair in here?
What is this table?
By the way,
what possible use could this table have? Why is this table in this? Why does this table exist? Who?
It could be a lunch table, but it's not tall enough.
I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, Dan Hurley's back to being funny. I think the formula for Dan Hurley is just win games, and then his personality is charming. And when he's losing games like he was last year, he just becomes a full-blown raging asshole.
Yes.
But when you're winning, it's just fun and funny.
Yes.
I think that's.
As he said, "What the fuck is this chair?" After they lost to Georgetown, you'd be getting ripped.
No, he would be bitching about refs and bitching about, and it wouldn't be as fun and funny. But now it's hilarious.
Yeah.
What else? Kansas is playing well.
Yeah, I
Kansas
thought
on
Peterson
Friday
was gonna.
smoked Baylor.
I thought he was gonna have 50.
Do you want to? So you've been semi-critical of Darryn Peterson. You're
I'm
critical of
a game-by-game basis guy.
Okay.
I change my opinions with the wind. Does that make sense? As
you're not
the wind
even
goes.
You're not even a game-by-game guy. Is he in the game?
Yes.
You're a TV timeout by TV timeout guy.
Yep. Literally. I said he was soft because
if you turn on Kansas and Darryn Peterson is not in the game, Dana's like, what a bitch. What a bitch.
Right now, number 1 pick.
He's so good, man.
Yes.
I think that he might be, and I really should sit on it and think about it because I don't want to say things just off the cuff, but fuck it. That's
Say
kind of
things off the cuff.
That's kind of what this show is for. He might be the most polished offensive guard for a freshman I've ever seen in college basketball. His scoring is so natural. It is so easy. There's nothing he can't do in terms of scoring the basketball. And it looks so effortless and smooth, and it's so professional. It's so like a lot of guys, a lot of really, really good college basketball players can make open shots. A lot of really, really good college basketball players can even create separation on their shot by like having like an explosive first step and then like hitting a pull up. You beat your defender and then you stop on a dime and rise up and hit a shot. He's so good at controlling tempo. He's so good. He's got the quick first step, but then he'll slow it down, and then he'll burst again, and then hit like a little floater, and the defense is just completely off balance. He's got like a spin move in his arsenal where he can spin and get to the rim. He can spin and stop and then fade away and hit the little turnaround jumper. There's nothing he can't do, and I said this about him earlier in the season. And it continues to just stand out. In a freshman class that is completely loaded, and there are tons of freshman guys to get excited about. And if you're a college basketball fan, you're just excited about how good the freshmen are for what they're going to do for their college basketball teams. And who knows who's going to go to the NBA and who's going to stay for sophomore year. But right now you're just like, wow, this is cool. There's so many freshmen across the country that are really, really good. If you're an NBA fan and you're excited about the draft, you're like, wow, these guys at the top are potentially like franchise-changing players with DeBonsa and Boozer and Darryn Peterson and even Caleb Wilson, by the way, who might work his way into that mix. But what stands out with Peterson to me among the rest of the freshmen is that he is the one guy I look at that I say he looks like an NBA player that was just dropped into a college basketball game.
Yeah.
More so than all the others. As good as all the others are, he is the one guy that I'm like, how the fuck did this NBA player end up playing at Kansas?
Right. He's so smooth.
He's just so smooth with it. Doesn't look like he's breaking a sweat at all.
I think DeBonsa's more like, I don't know if this makes sense, but he's like more powerful and he uses his strength and to get to the rim, where Peterson is just, he's like, what's the fucking word I'm thinking of? It's similar to smooth. What?
Silky.
It's a sick word. Fuck. Hold on. Look up
He's a hot
smooth
one, like
synonyms.
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 Smooth synonyms. Smooth cinnamons.
Smooth
Look up
cinnamon.
smooth cinnamon.
Fuck, this is gonna kill me, man. I just stopped in my tracks.
Smooth. Polished. Glossy. Shiny.
Polished isn't bad, but that's not it. You know what? Fuck it. I don't want to.
No. We're here now. This is important.
Smooth.
This is important.
He's like. Look up polished.
Effortless.
Look up polished synonyms.
Mostly thesaurus. Masterful, skillful, clever,
No, fuck. This is gonna kill me.
proficient.
Man. No. Whatever. I'll get it later.
Yeah.
I'll get it after the show. That's extremely dissatisfying.
DeBonsa still feels like raw, which is scary because
Yeah.
he's so good right now.
Yeah.
He still feels like a guy that's a project a little bit, which again, usually when you say guys like that, it's guys that are averaging like 9 points a game.
Mhm.
But you can kind of see the vision that maybe in 3 years they'll be good. He's really, really good right now. But yeah,
It feels like Peterson still has, like he hasn't unlocked it all yet, which is scary.
Yeah.
Because he's so fucking good. I don't know who his NBA comp would be. Like Michael Jordan? I don't know.
I think the thing that excites me about him at the NBA level would be that the Bonsa is obviously very, very good, but you know, there is the slight concern if you're poking holes would be like what happens when he's not 3 inches taller than his defender and way more athletic than you got the word?
It's not going to make sense, but finesse was the word.
We spent all that time for finesse?
Yes. But I wanted to say like he has a lot of finesse, but it's not worth all that time. I'm sorry.
No, that's perfect.
But that was the word I was thinking
good.
of.
Anyway, that's I love watching Darryn Peterson
Yep.
play, and I am talking myself into this Kansas team being better than I initially thought.
Yeah.
But I still don't. They're not like Final Four.
They're definitely not national championship contenders, and you can write that down. I'm sorry, Kansas fans are going to be mad at me, but look yourself in the mirror and be honest. This is not a national championship
But
team.
if the formula is great team defense plus individual brilliance from Peterson and Melvin Council from time to time,
Could be that guy.
you know, that's a winning formula. What else? Miami of Ohio stayed undefeated.
19-0.
Miraculously.
And Nebraska ball 2 undefeateds, and Arizona 3 undefeateds. I can't believe Nebraska's still undefeated.
I can't either.
How is this happening?
I can't either.
This is magic.
I can't either. But Miami, did you see the buzzer beaters?
Yes.
That they needed to stay
Awesome,
undefeated?
dude.
I want
That was a
Miami.
fun
I want
game.
Miami to run the table so badly, just because I'm fascinated by what might happen if they lose to Akron.
I know.
The 2-bid MAC. But this is the big one. It was, first of all, it was against Buffalo, Cody.
Yeah, they suck.
You're not a Buffalo guy?
Not the Bulls. No.
Like, I mean, the Bull. Yeah, you don't.
I'm a Cuse guy.
Okay, got it. But they play. Is it tomorrow night? Pull up their. Try to find their schedule. They got Kent State tomorrow night. Is that the one that we're keeping an eye on? I think Kent State might be the. I guess I could do it. I don't know why I
I got it.
make you do everything.
Yeah, Kent State. 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So that's like the next big hurdle. Although Buffalo obviously was a massive hurdle. That was 2 overtimes, right? They go to 2 overtimes.
Yeah.
Beat Buffalo in double overtime. They needed a shot at the buzzer regulation to send it to overtime, and then they win on the buzzer in double overtime. Miami's rolling. Will they be ranked today? They have to be, right?
Have to be.
But also, so this is a twofold thing because on the one hand, I absolutely think Miami should be ranked. If you're 19-0, I don't care the circumstances. I don't care how easy your schedule is. You have to be ranked.
Yes.
I think it's a bad look for the sport of college basketball to not rank an undefeated team at this point in the season. I don't even know what I mean by that, but like I've always argued that rankings shouldn't be. We should take rankings more seriously by understanding what they actually are and taking them less seriously, and start understanding that rankings exist to pump up the television product, and with that, we need to have an undefeated team be ranked.
Yes. Rankings
That's what I
exist
think.
So we can argue about them.
But that's what when we started the show, Dana, and Purdue was ranked preseason number 1. I was talking myself in circles because my logic with rankings doesn't make any sense except in my own brain, which is that I don't believe Purdue's the best team in the country. I do believe Purdue should be ranked number 1.
Yes.
I was like, rankings aren't about who are the best teams. Rankings are about what is the most interesting thing to present to the American public that might not be watching college basketball.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make it attractive. So I think Miami should be ranked. Having said that, if I was making a list of the best teams in the country, I don't know if Miami cracks the top 100.
Heavens no. Heavens no. They're not one of the best 25 teams. But you have if it comes out today and they're not ranked, that's a disservice to the sport.
But they have to be ranked for the good of the sport.
I don't care if they're not in the top 70 best basketball teams. They have to be ranked today.
Are we taking Arizona for granted? Are we
Yes,
taking Arizona because we don't spend a lot of time talking about Arizona because frankly Arizona isn't doing anything on a game-to-game basis, that's particularly interesting in the sense that they aren't, Michigan's wrecking everybody by 40, and then all of a sudden Penn State almost beats them, and then Wisconsin does beat them, and it's like, oh, this is interesting now. And Iowa State has now lost 2 in a row, and Vanderbilt has now lost 2 in a row, and this makes for interesting fodder. Whereas Arizona is just rolling, dude. Arizona
just winning games.
They're just winning games, and the very, very difficult part of their schedule still remains. But having said that, like they've played a tough schedule.
Yeah,
their non-conference was tough. They obviously won every single one of those games. So I think like as you forecast, Arizona has. I think they play BYU twice. I think they play at Allen Fieldhouse, and I think they get Houston at home. Pull that up, Cody. Give me Arizona schedule. By the way, you might just want to save that tab. Just save Arizona's schedule. This is something I'm going to probably want to look at a lot as the show progresses. Yeah, they're at Kansas. They get Texas Tech at home. They go to Houston. I thought Houston was at home. Yeah. So yeah, they got a tough stretch, and I think if you're predicting that they go undefeated, that's still probably unlikely. But having said that, Arizona is in a situation where they can survive games where Koa Pete just does absolutely nothing.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter. They play at they were at UCF, right? They're on the road at UCF, who's a not bad basketball team. Koa Pete, who is a guy that exploded onto the scene, and we were like, is this guy going to be a first-team All-American? Just was kind of MIA, just kind of doesn't do anything. Arizona still wins because they don't need him. They just take turns like which guy is going to step up.
They're deep.
They're so deep. They're so good. And, and for a program that has so much history and has been so good for so many years, they're knocking on the door of uncharted territory.
They are.
Being this undefeated.
It does feel like
being undefeated this far into the season.
This season, we've really, not even just us, just people in general in the sport have talked a lot about Purdue and Michigan and the Duke and UConn, and not a lot of people are talking about the best team in America, which is kind of strange. But I definitely believe they are the best team in the country. They're rolling. They haven't really had too much of a test since the Bama game, I think like a month ago. But I mean, they just keep winning ball games. They're very deep. They have an awesome front court. They have Jaden Bradley. They just have a lot of great players, and for them to, if they get out of this stretch and if they lose even just 1 or 2 games, I think we're still talking about them as the best team in the country.
They are. Yeah, I can't. I'm because even if they lose like 3 or 4, their schedule is going to be so good that they have to be the number 1 overall seed, unless they just the wheels just completely fall off. Because as we're looking at the schedule coming up, and you're thinking, all right, well, they're going to trip up one of these games. As a reminder, these are teams they've already beaten.
Right.
They beat Florida on a neutral court. They beat UCLA on a neutral court. Who's like, I know UCLA is not awesome, but that's UCLA is probably going to be a bubble team at least. They beat Connecticut on Connecticut's home court. It's the only UConn loss.
Blew out Auburn.
Blew
out Bama.
Blew out Auburn. Blew out Bama.
Blew out San Diego State.
Yeah. I mean, they're just completely rolling.
Yep.
And what's scary is that they don't. When all of their players are playing at their best, they kind of are unbeatable. But they don't even need that to happen. That it does feel like every time I watch Arizona. If Burries and Bradley and Pete are like their big 3, which I think it's fair to say they are, one of those 3 can just not show up and they're fine, and they're just the other 2 are like all good. We'll take it from here. It's crazy.
I want to do a real quick.
Go ahead.
Let me know if you're okay with this. Do you want to do a little mid-major check-in?
Do a mid-major check-in, please.
This is from Jeff D. Lowe. Need some light shed on the best mid-major conference race. George Mason versus St. Louis.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Pull it up. Pull up.
St. Louis ball.
I don't know what you're pulling up, but pull it up.
I've heard. I haven't really had my finger on the pulse of St. Louis basketball, but I have seen that one person placed a bet for them to win the championships.
Avila's still there, right?
Yes.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes.
As they used to call him. How did he become like a darling in the sport and then just fade away?
I don't know.
How did we let that
happen?
happen?
He'll be back in March. I'm sure
we're waiting for March for him to reemerge.
Mark, is there any mid-majors you got your eye on outside of Miami, Ohio at this moment, or are you just kind of waiting for things to figure them.
I would like
out.
I would like to call attention to the leading scorer in the entire country, Dior Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Comes off the bench at Tarleton State.
He comes off the bench and he leads
Comes off the bench.
the country in scoring.
He just scored 40 points the other night. Let me pull up Dior Johnson.
Is that true?
Yeah, Dior Johnson's doing enough to get drafted in the first round. There are a lot of haters that are not going to like it, but the man is an NBA guard. Not all paths are linear. Yada, yada. Pull up his game log or something. I guess that would be search Dior Johnson game log. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to pretend like I've watched Tarleton State at all.
No, that's okay.
But I'm aware that this is going on. That Dior Johnson is leading the country
Off the
scoring.
bench, you're telling me this? Is,
Yeah. Look, he has games where he just doesn't play that many minutes. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
He went 42 points, then 6,
Yeah.
and then 32, and then 0.
On Thursday in
he was hurt.
overtime, he had 40 in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I love this guy.
But then Saturday he only played 19 minutes and scored 11 points.
Look at that stretch of games. 40,
That insane?
33, 34, 36.
And I'm pretty sure he doesn't start. Can you go to Basketball Reference?
That's incredible.
Type in Tarleton State Basketball Reference and go to their team page. I want to see how many games he started. And I think it's one of those deals where like he started playing well off the bench and they were just like, why mess with the formula?
Yeah.
Just leave it as it is. So scroll down. Yeah, do that. Click on that one. 25, 26. Scroll down. It'll have like game started. Keep going. Right there. And then top left, you can see the GS. Yeah, Dior Johnson 0.
That's awesome.
And he's averaging 24.1 points a game.
That's awesome.
Is he averaging what? How many minutes played? I can't see. It's
20,
25.
25. That's
He's averaging 24
averaging
points a game
a point a minute
in
pretty much.
25 minutes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dior Johnson.
I'd like to call attention to that.
Wolfgang wants to know, what is going on with Robert Morris's half-court defense?
It's a great
Do
question.
you have an answer?
And I'm the man. I'm the man to answer that question.
It's just something we got to talk about, man.
You got to start asking these. You got to start asking what people want to talk about before we're live on the show.
I did.
So at least we can.
I did. I'm kidding. I don't. You
Give us
can't
a-
expect us to know what's going on with.
Can I say
Robert
this?
Morris.
And this is why I wanted you guys to join me this year, and I didn't want to just do the Titus show alone. My baby has no respect for sports. She
None?
just has no. She's got a knack for like needing to be put down for a nap when it's the under 8 timeout and it's a 3-point game.
It's gonna have. It's gonna have to change.
You know, it's just no. I think she likes sports. I don't think she respects time and score. I don't think she understands.
That's gonna have to change.
I don't think she understands. It has been devastating, and I'm not going to be the dad that's like just making my wife do everything. So,
Yeah.
You know, we alternate, and I actually enjoy putting her to sleep. I enjoy, you know, it's a nice little moment to rock her to sleep and put her down in bed and stuff like that. But it has become a problem. It has become a huge problem, especially on Saturdays and Sundays when games are getting juicy and she starts getting fussy, and I'm like, just give me 20 more minutes. Anyway.
That's gonna have to stop.
That's my way of saying
Baby
that
Titus.
I'm missing more.
We're gonna need to get ahead of this one, baby Titus.
It's been devastating for my college basketball consumption. I'll just put it that way.
That's not.
And
fair.
also the fucking the NFL playoffs being incredible has been devastating as well. I used to keep one eye on both, and now it's like I gotta watch this. I gotta watch these. playoff
Unacceptable behavior, baby Titus.
games. What else? Brad Underwood hit his funny bone. Was that a good clip?
Arms just happen, and ouch, that hurt like heck. Golly.
All right.
I wish I was a golly guy.
All right.
I wish I was a hurt like heck and golly guy.
Golly.
Instead, I swear too much. I say, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That hurt like fuck.
I don't like swearing as much as I did.
I want to stop swearing.
I didn't cuss until I got to college.
I want to stop swearing.
When I was in high school, I didn't cuss.
I didn't either.
I was a good boy.
I still don't swear in front of my mom.
Yeah, same. And then I got to college, and Thad Matta was just cussing like a sailor, and I was like, all right, he's a bad influence on me.
That's you don't hear golly
really bad.
anymore.
Yeah,
We got to start throwing out gollies, man.
I've heard that cussing a lot is something that smart people do, but then I've also heard the exact opposite. I've also heard that like the aristocrats do not cuss. That's the whole point. Is like you speak like proper English, like the fucking
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Who the hell are the aristocrats?
The fucking the
Plato?
the elites, the fancy schmancy people,
Oh.
the fucking the caviar and
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like Socrates.
no,
Because Aristotle.
you're thinking of Aristotle.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, like they don't swear. The
Fuck them.
and by swearing you're actually trashy. By using cuss words, you're trashy.
Yeah.
Then is that Cody? You looked at me and you said that's right when I said smart people cuss.
I've heard that. Yeah.
So which is it? It's like the smart low class people. That's who. Is that it? Is it like I don't know, but I want to stop cussing. This was cool in college basketball. I want to call attention to this because he used to be the coach of my alma mater, and he's no longer the coach of my alma mater, but he's the coach of DePaul. Chris Holtman beat Marquette, which is a rivalry game, I guess. I didn't realize this. Marquette is dog shit, by the way.
What happened to the good old
What
days?
happened to
What happened to the
Marquette?
good old days, man?
Oh, my Lord. Marquette is very, very bad. Chris Holtman beat Marquette and then went to a bar in Chicago and bought DePaul students
That's cool. I
a
like
round
that.
of
I like that.
drinks. What bar was this, Cody? Do we
Yeah,
know?
that's in
It was
Chicago.
Kelly's.
Kelly's? Is I assume it's by campus?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it, but I think it's around DePaul.
That's cool. I like
Very
Holt.
cool.
I want Holt to succeed at DePaul. I think he is. DePaul is still not good, but the fact that they are like they're not good in the sense that like they're not going to make the tournament, but they were so bad. They were so bad. And now if you're a DePaul fan, you can go to DePaul basketball games and think, yeah, we have a shot to win. Like we
Yeah.
could like when UConn comes to town, we're probably not going to win, but we should go to the game just in
Yeah.
case, right?
Let's check it out.
Whereas before it was like, why would we waste our time watching our team lose by 50? You know,
What
So,
do I have to gain from that?
At least he's elevated them to a level where they could conceivably.
You want to see the
win.
clip?
Yeah, play the clip. Look at that smile. He's like, holy shit, all it takes is beating a dog shit Marquette team to get everyone to love me?
This is sick.
What a job.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
One time, this reminds me of one time, totally unrelated, but kind of in the mix of coaches being on campus. John Calipari came to Stonehill one time when I went to college. They were doing an exhibition against Stonehill, and I tweeted at him, and I said, I was the basketball manager at the time, and I said, come get fucked up with me, and I tweeted that at John Calipari, and the coach had to pull me in and be like, you got to delete that tweet, man.
You tweeted.
Come get fucked up at Stonehill. At John Calipari.
Where was he playing?
It was an exhibition. Kentucky came to
They
play
were playing Stonehill.
Yeah.
You tweeted at the opposing coach.
Yeah.
Come get fucked up.
And then they were like, dude, you can't do that.
Why
I
was
almost got fired.
Why was Kentucky playing Stonehill?
I don't know.
What circumstances led to that?
It might have not- I don't know if it was it was a coach. It might have been Calipari. I think they did play. Why would they be in Stonehill, though?
Why were they in Stonehill? That doesn't make any sense.
I swear to God.
I'm
it
not
was
saying you're a
Calipari.
liar.
No, I
I'm
know.
just trying to understand.
I don't know
I'm
why
trying to
they would be there.
understand how
Stonehill
that
versus
happened.
Kentucky basketball.
Was he friends with the coach? Where is Stonehill?
Kentucky men's
Massachusetts?
basketball. That's in Massachusetts. That doesn't make sense.
So was
though.
this like his UMass roots somehow? Like was
It might have been something like that.
was like the coach one of his used to be his assistant at UMass or something?
Yeah. I'm not. I
Was-
promise.
was-
I promise.
doing
I'm
him a
not
favor?
Maybe he was in town for like a camp or something. I don't know.
Oh,
It might have been something like that.
he was just.
But he was in town.
he was in town.
And I tweeted that, and they were like, "Dude, you can't do that."
Were you in charge of the uniforms? Like going back to the
No,
Florida story,
I was-
like what packing the uniforms. How did that work?
My role was just operating the clock at practice and getting all the basketballs ready and rebounding, and I had nothing to do with equipment. I was just strictly like clock management and rebounding.
Yeah.
which was awesome.
You
and
know,
then at the games, I filmed them and I took some stats.
You know, I was a manager at Ohio State
Really?
for 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's fun. It's a fun role.
That's how I got my start.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I was described as the worst manager in the history of the program.
Why?
Because I was put up in the lift. We didn't have like a built-in place to film, so we had like a scissor lift, inside the gym, and I'd go up in the scissor lift and film practice. And I was just really bad at moving the camera. I would just like watch practice and forget that I was supposed to move the camera.
Oh, I did that a lot.
So I'm just sitting up there and like all the action's going on over here and the camera's pointed over here. And then I would just be like, oh, fuck. And I would, realize I was supposed to move the camera. And as I would move it, there'd be a fast break going the other way.
Yeah. Sometimes you get caught up in the game.
And then the coaches pulled me aside and they were like, you're really, really bad at this. They're like, we've never.
Do you want to play?
It's almost impossible to be bad at this, and you're bad at this. And I was
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm really, really bad. Big games this week. Vanderbilt at Arkansas. No rest for the weary. Vanderbilt's lost 2 in a row. Tomorrow night. There are no games tonight, really. No games tonight.
Not the best slate this week.
College football national championship. I mean, a lot of the smaller schools are playing tonight, but tomorrow's a little bit of a better night. Indiana at Michigan, which IU. I want to talk to White Boy Rick about this IU team because, like, they suck, but there's something more. They're like kind of likable.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want them to be good, but they're not good.
Yeah.
They're just not good. Purdue goes to UCLA in the John Wooden game. Not a particularly sexy slate this week, if we're being honest.
This is what we get for having such an awesome 2 months of basketball.
Yeah, it's been really, really good, but this week's probably not the best. But we're getting close, Dana. We're getting close to it being college basketball time. We're
like
close to football.
We're like
ending,
what,
and the whole
3
world
weeks away.
Yeah, the whole world turns to us and says, "Catch us up to speed. What have we missed in college basketball?" And I do think it's still pretty wide open. I think we have Arizona at the top, but Michigan still. DraftKings says Michigan is still pretty heavily favored to win the national championship.
Yep.
I think Michigan's got a. What's the Yaxel Lindeborg injury? He looks.
Can we get an update on that?
Google that, Cody. He's like hurt, but he's not. But he's still playing. But their offense has just not been good lately.
No,
they just have not been. They do not look sharp, and I think there's a belief that they're going to figure it out, and hopefully they don't figure it out by Friday because Ohio State's playing there. Calf strain. He's been dealing with since January. He's got the calf strain. Yeah. I don't know. The last few weeks, Michigan has not looked great since this news broke, and I don't know. That feels like something that's just going to linger the rest of the year. I don't know, Dana.
I don't know. It might be the curse.
It might be the cock curse, as you said. It might be the cock curse. All right. We'll have the whole crew here on Friday. Enjoy the football national championship. Watch Mostly Sports here in a few minutes. Goodbye, everybody.
See you guys.